So I left about 5:30 to come home, and it took me about 20 minutes to drive 10 miles on the highway. And I got up to 32nd Street, and it was a lot of wind and hail and rain, and the wind was swirling around. And I probably got here right after the tornado, I think. But I was driving down the street and didn't recognize anything. I looked over and the McDonald's was gone and the Taco Bell, and then I realized that was only 2 blocks from my house. And I looked around then and realized there weren't any houses left, and then I panicked. And it took me about 10 minutes to come 2 blocks I could hear Dee crying in the house, and she said, "Help me." And she was crying over and over again, and I couldn't lift the stuff off the house. So I went to find an ambulance, and it took me about another 20 minutes to go 2 blocks and come back. And when I came back, she was dead. I think she was dead. I couldn't hear her anymore. And about two and a half hours later, they pulled my baby out. He was the best baby in the world. He was 13 months old. He just learned to walk. And they did CPR on him, but he was blue, and they couldn't do anything for him. So they wrapped him up in a blanket, and I held him for a while. And then they got my wife out. They made me turn away. I couldn't see her. And the guys were throwing up as they pulled her out of the wreckage. And that's the last time I've seen my wife. And I'm still waiting till this day to identify her body. They won't let me. I don't know what the policy is, and I'm not arguing with the policy, but I still haven't identified my wife. And it's been 2 days. And I realize there's 116 people. A lot of other people died and they have the same tragedy. But I'd just like to identify my wife so we can give her a good burial. And I miss him so much.